Entertainment luxury.
Kemar Christopher Dwaine Ottey, also known as Ding Dong, was born on September 29, 1980, in Kingston, Jamaica. He is an exceptional dancer, reggae performer, and entertainer. He was a dancer before becoming a Jamaican DJ and dancehall reggae entertainer. His father gave him the nickname Ding Dong as this is the name he also went by when he was an area gang leader. His father died while he was only 3 years old. In late 2005 and early 2006, he put out his first single, Bad Man Forward Bad Man Pull Up, which peaked at number 1 on the charts. The state of New York presented Ding Dong with a certificate of special congressional recognition and recognized him as a cultural ambassador for the Big Apple. Today we'll be taking a look at the top 8 luxury buys of Ding Dong. Before we start, don't forget to poke that like button and subscribe. Also don't forget to check out the link below to shop at the new entertainment luxury store. Number 1 Ben's Key Video. Ding Dong and Kraft aren't usually heard together, but they were having a good time in the fast lane in Ben's Key. From fancy automobiles to money, the DJs were all about living the high life. Produced by Felva, the Romaine visuals-directed music video depicts the duo enjoying life on top of high-rise buildings, surrounded by friends, women, and security personnel. A luxurious video from the two artists. Everything me put on good. Number 2 Dance Crew. Ding Dong's seismic impact on the dancehall music business over the last 2 decades extends beyond his fascinating dancing skills. What distinguishes him is his unique quest. It's uncommon to see a dancehall artist who began as a dancer create a powerful collective like Ravers Clavers, which maintains reliant in the streets while transcending space. Ding Dong mentioned, "I have created so many hit dances, hit songs and bust so many other artists and dancers," he shared. "The key to what I do is the love of it. I never do music and dancing for the money, I just genuinely love it. Things and times have changed in the industry, nobody is doing it for the love of it but for what it can bring in, and to be fair, I can't tell anybody to do it for the love alone because it is going to cost you too, but staying respectful, grounded, focused, and setting morals is what keeps me going." Ding Dong's creative process, which is inextricably linked to the contributions of the Ravers Clavers, begins with the pulse of the song. For him, it's all about how the body reacts to the rhythm. Your body responds to sounds in various ways. I want to hear the music first, then the energy pours. Sometimes we get an idea for a dancing routine or song and then build on that mood, Ding Dong said. Ravers Clavers are a group of juvenile dancers. They are all members of the Romic entertainment crew. Number 3 Clothing Line. Ding Dong, the boss of Ravers Clavers, has entered the fashion and clothing sector with his company DNDG. The dancer and artiste, known for his distinct and trendsetting image, has released items that represent his swag and style, which has received appreciation. The urban flair of his initial pieces reflects much of his swag and style, which has garnered attention. Ding Dong expanded into fashion with his DNDG clothing line, which debuted in 2022, the same year Magnum named him the Chief Dancing Officer of Dancehall. He has set his sights on expanding the company globally, and has spoken about his aspirations for the clothing line by saying, "This has been happening for like 2 years now, and we want to reach that pinnacle of style and influence with the brand worldwide by putting out merchandise that consumers, the fashionistas, will love." The products are already available online, Ding Dong revealed. Ding Dong, where you find this? Number 4 Luxury Oreo Cookie Mercedes Sprinter. In a video, Ding Dong can be seen partying it up with Shansi. The 2 Jamaican dancehall stars were shown having a great time in an Oreo Cookie Mercedes luxury sprinter with other partygoers. The Mercedes Sprinter fan allows one to travel in luxury with 12 seats in the high-end Sprinter van. In style, Ding Dong, rolled up. Traveling with bags is made easy and comfortable by the spacious cargo area behind the final seats and the full stand-up interior headroom. This is the biggest and most opulent passenger van available right now. Don't waste any more time trying to fit everyone into the little SUV. These fun multi-seat passenger van rentals are ideal for all kinds of traveling groups. Number 5 Restaurants. In an interview with The Gleaner, Ding Dong revealed that he and his spouse like to dine at various restaurants. He stated, "When I'm not making music, I like to chill with my family and friends. I enjoy relaxing with my wife, going out to restaurants and enjoying different foods and experiencing different cultures. At home, I like to be in the kitchen sometimes and just cook some food. It's sometimes hard to relax because I'm a workaholic, but I am encouraged and motivated by my wife to just go out and live life sometimes. I enjoy cooking because it frees my mind and allows me to focus and enjoy what is happening in the moment. Sometimes you can get tired and not feel like cooking, but you can never get tired of cooking itself. It gives you that sense of freedom to create so many things. Some of my favorite things to cook are brown stew beef and oxtail, and some of my favorite quick meals, Grace mackerel and franks, corned beef and corn, and curried chicken and white rice. I don't even have one specific favorite thing to cook, because I just love being in the kitchen. Me a cha-cha boy. Number 6 Music Studio. When Romic Major, the manager and owner of Romic Entertainment, was depressed and had given up on the music business, Ding Dong encouraged him to keep doing it, he told Dancehall magazine. Romic disclosed, "It never work out because it was a learning experience for me," he revealed. "Me never master it, and at the same time me never have, financially me never good like that, because music you halfy have money, halfy have links, you halfy have powers, and you have to have respect." He continued, "Me and Ding Dong just talk one day and me tell him say me wa sell out me studio equipment, and him like ya idiot, ya sell out the studio? Me take it over, gimme it da." As he and Ding Dong began hitting the studio, this would be the pivotal moment in his managerial style. "Me and Ding just hold our vibe and we just work until we produce some song. The song them just get good rotation, good forward, good play. Me name a build up because I did the music," he said. Number 7 Atlanta Trip. In 2023, Ding Dong performed at the Grace Atlanta Caribbean Jerk Festival. Caribbean culture is rich, from its delicious food to its throbbing music. At the event, Ding Dong demonstrated that he was the ultimate showman. Guests took turns trying to outdance the group, while Bravo and Trey, two of his Ravers Clavers dancers, started a dancing frenzy. The Southeast Athletic Complex in Lithonia, Georgia, served as the venue for the celebration. Ding Dong invited a few kids to the stage during his performance, and they participated in an unplanned dance contest. The crowd, which was made up of both Caribbean and North American nations, responded well to this. "Bubble up your body, girl, do something for me." Number 8 Gifts. Men were given advice by DJ Ding Dong on how to choose a suitable present for a woman. Magnum Spice It Up show's 2020 season finale featured the married entertainer's statement that the main secret to providing the ideal present is being attentive. He clarified, "I have to pay attention to what she like, or if I hear her utter something like, 'Yow, I want dis,' she might say it months before the actual time where you're supposed to get the gift, like a birthday or a Valentine's or a Christmas. You just want pull her legs little bit and she utter something. 'Yow, you know seh me like da bag da, yow I seen a shoes, but as a man you cya dwell pon it and seh, oh you like da shoes defi real.'" He said men often fail to see the little things as because their minds are consumed by other things. "Most of the times with females, dem na go tell you what dem want and dem expect you fi read between the lines," he said. "Dem expect you fi hear what dem probably utter. What they know about girl?" This is the end of Top 8 Luxury Buys Ding Dong. Make sure to click on link below and shop at the Entertainment Luxury Store, and tap the like button, and subscribe, to see our next list. Bye for now.